Spider Dukes! Spider Dukes! Literal spiders coming out of my ass! That's what I get for eating beef Wellington from Domino's! Do they even serve beef Wellington? Maybe it wasn't Domino's. But fuck Domino's! But what the fuck am I doing? We've got a lot of ground to cover and I know your ass ain't watching for more than 5 minutes! I've already lost the plot with No Way Home! Spider-Man, No Way Home. Spoilers? Should I say spoilers? Besides the fact that you probably shouldn't be watching a review on a movie that you haven't seen yet. It's not the internet's job to protect you from spoilers, it's yours! Spider-Man No Way Home is the 3rd MCU Spider-Man movie, the 9th overall Spider-Man movie, and the 8th Spider-Man movie in the series if you would like to understand everything. Starring Tommy Hall, it's not the end of his Spider-Man run, it's Zendaya the Giant in the year 2021. And we need to go no further than Tom Holland because we found the quintessential Peter Parker in Spider-Man. He could alone make these movies while still being a highlight in any movie he's a supporting character of. And your cast of villains here are better than they were in their own movies, and they were pretty fucking good in their own movies. Well, some of them. But the Villain of the Year award goes to Wilhelm Dafoe as the Green Gob-Evil. He steals the screen with everything from his performance to the fact that he wanted to do his own stunts. His updated costume is so awesome that I had to walk out of the theater to settle down because I threw Trash Johnson's girlfriend, Trash Jansen, over the railing to emulate my new hero. But even Electro and his happy birthday head ass had a character. Had a personality. Where was that in The Amazing Spider-Man Part 2? Oh right, it was the toilet paper I wiped my ass with called a script. The Amazing Spider-Man Part 2. And then of course, the totally not happening, but don't spoil anything in our movie moment. Toby Dirt in your eye, and listen to my New York accent, Andrew Garfield. Pumpkin bomb in for the climax. And I have nothing bad ever to say about Tobey Maguire. Nostalgia. But I despise Garfield's portrayal in the Tassum movies. So I approached this with caution. And he was good. They all were. Everyone in this movie that returned basically got a second chance to flesh out their character and maybe soften the edges. From designs to performances to motivations, everyone is elevated. And I'm sure that isn't a coincidence given the fact that second chances are the main theme of this movie. A long-standing gripe about the MCU Spider-Man is that he's too privileged. He's got suits, he's got techs, he has a girlfriend that didn't knife him in the spine, knock him out, sell my kidney on the black market. What are you gonna do with that? What did you get, $10? Doesn't feel much like Spider-Man. There's always a way to fix his mistakes so his choices never have any long-standing consequences. Well, guess what? With great power comes great responsibility and great side swipes like a motherfucker. It is all his fault. And there is no taking it back because decisions that he made were true to his character. They basically worked us into a Spider-Man origin story that we thought we skipped. And by the end, you get full-on Spider-Man. Rent and all. And that's cool and everything. Here's what sucks. Because it has to be something, right? Ah, they'll be fine. Everybody's sucking the dick off of this movie anyway. MJ seems to be a completely different character, having lost all of her pragmatic edge from the previous movies just to falling over Spider-Dick. And the less said about Ned, the better. And the ending of this movie was never in doubt because Tom Holland announced before the movie came out, he signed on for 3 more Spider-Man movies. Spoilers! But whatever. Everybody's mostly tolerable. I just hate Ned. The real issue comes from how this movie works. The love for this movie is built around movie theater moments and not the scenes themselves. While you do have a solid story and fantastic performances, it is so greatly reliant on fan service, you need all the elements for the movie to work. Eventually, or even now, people at a certain age won't have seen Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies, or will actively and rightfully avoid the Amazing Spider-Man movies. As I said before, this movie's emotional core relies heavily on your connection with those characters. Now, you shouldn't go see a sequel if you haven't seen the original, and asking to see 2 movies beforehand isn't too much to ask. But it also acts as an epilogue to 5 other movies, and that's asking a little bit from the people that forget the movie as they're watching. How strong is a story if you need a 5-movie companion piece to get it? You know, I'm something of a tired meme myself. This is also an issue that's becoming more and more prevalent with the MCU as a whole. How does Doc Ock know that Green Goblin is Norman Osborn? Having vomited all of that and the beef Wellington, I'd still recommend this movie. The Spider-Men have great chemistry and there are some emotional moments that don't involve watching 7 other movies. And it doesn't fall into that dumbass world-ending stakes trapping that the latest Marvel movies have been doing. World-altering, sure, but it's all very localized to the character. Was it my favorite Spider-Man movie? No. No. Was it a fun Spider-Man movie? Yes. Was it a great movie? Meh. I would say that people are being nicer to it than it deserves, but my Marvel check hasn't cleared yet. With great dukes comes great hemorrhoids.